It's Johnny Grube from ModManTraining.com. I guess basically lately my videos are, some fitness, some, health, but basically it's personal responsibility. And I guess that's my fucking biggest problem is the people lack personal responsibility because we now are celebrating victimization. We're celebrating this shit. Okay? Men out there don't realize the fucking choices they make affect every fucking part of their family. Okay? Women, same fucking thing. I have always did whatever I could. Number one, never embarrass my fucking family. Okay? I was never going to be fucking going to jail for fucking drinking and driving. I was never going to be fucking in jail for, fucked up smoking crack. Okay, now I may have been in jail for fucking lumping somebody to fuck up. I can tell you that because that's the way I was in the day. If I was ever going to be in jail, it's because I was thumping somebody. That's the absolute fucking only time I was going. And it would have been because I was defending somebody. Okay, or somebody would have smarted the fuck off. And that's how it used to fucking be. Now today, if you fucking give somebody 5 across the fucking eyes, you will wind up in fucking jail. So it's better to fucking not. However, when you call people out, especially people that affect you, I don't even care if it's somebody that's not related to you, but they fucking work with you. Okay, their choices affect me. Okay? My kids' choices affect me. My parents' choices affected me. Just like my choices affect my family. My choices affect my employer. Okay? My choices even affect my fucking neighbors. Okay? And this is where people don't get it. I'm the dickhead. I'm toxic. I'm not a good person. Yet the people that make bad choices that affect others in a negative way are fucking bad people. No matter what they fucking tell you. No matter how they fucking tell you. They're the bad fucking people. Okay? If you have a dude that works with you, no matter how fucking great he is or how biblical he is, and he's not coming to fucking work, okay? And you have to pick up his fucking load, okay? And he doesn't give a fuck. Well, he's not a good person because he only cares about himself. And I get that. You need to take care of yourself. But you know what? When other people are counting on you, you got to man the fuck up or find another fucking way. Just like your fucking kids. I know, and you can ask my kids if you ever want to talk to them. I know for a fact that my kids were never fucking embarrassed of me. I was the fit father. I was the father that went and got shit done. I was the father that took care of fucking business. You can ask any of my kids. My oldest daughter's 35 years old. She could tell you stories. My 32-year-old son could tell you stories. Okay? All my kids can tell you stories. I take care of shit. I was the fit father. I was the father that no one fucking none of these kids gave fucking mouth to. Because they would have fucking got a fucking talking, and I would have went to their fucking house. Okay? What I'm saying is that people don't want to take personal responsibility. They want to give it up and they want to blame everyone. And I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. Okay? If you have made an excuse for something that happened to you, for instance, I leave for work late one day, okay? And if I'm speeding and I get a traffic ticket, did the fucking cop, was it his fault that I was speeding because I left for work late? No. I mean, how many people would have blamed that fucking cop? You know how many people would have had a bad day because they got that speeding ticket? One time, I didn't get my car inspected. This is a true story. I didn't get my car inspected. I was going to work. I had it all scheduled. I forgot about it. I had it scheduled because I had 5 cars. I was lost track. I was going to work one morning. There was a cop set up. They make people checking track. They were checking inspection stickers. My car was not. He pulls me over. It's a day before I leave for my vacation. I was supposed to get my car inspected right after vacation. Didn't have time to. Well, I didn't make the fucking time. My fault. Okay, because I fucked up. So I get pulled over and I get the ticket. I wasn't pissed. I knew the fucking inspection was up. Okay? I can't yell at the cop. It was my fucking responsibility. How many people would have been pissed? How many people would have went to work and blamed the fucking cop for their fucking pissed off day? Okay? Because they got a fucking ticket. He didn't have to give me a ticket. No, he didn't have to. But he didn't have to give me a ticket. But he did. And you know why? I didn't have fucking, my inspection sticker wasn't fucking legal. Okay? Those things don't piss me off. What pisses me off is people making excuse after excuse after excuse and calling people that call people out on this. That does affect them. It does affect their family. Your kid does drugs. It affects you. Okay? And if your kids loved you so much, why are they doing it? Okay? And you tell the kids that. Well, if you care so much, why did you do it? Why? You don't give a fuck. They'll tell you they do, but they don't. Okay? If you're fucking overweight, you don't give a fuck. Okay? Even if you have some kind of medical problem, you can get it fucking squared away and do better. But they still make the excuses. Okay? That's basically, I think that's where I'm going with this fucking stuff, is fucking personal responsibility and accountability. You don't have to be a rich person to talk about fucking personal responsibility. You just got to take care of your own shit and make the choices that are not going to affect others. And when you make choices that are good, that doesn't affect others, okay, I can guarantee those choices become good habits, okay? And they go in all different ways, okay? And it's almost impossible to have a fucking suck life if you make the right choices, okay? Just like fucking drinking. You go out there, you drink a fucking beer, one beer. You get pulled over, cop gives you a bunch of shit, okay? You're still fucking sober. He's bamboozling you. He's fucking failed you for your fucking sobriety test. You go to fucking jail. I can tell you this. Cop might be bad, but I know you wouldn't have been in that situation if you wouldn't have been at the fucking bar that night, or you wouldn't have had to fucking drink and got in your car and fucking drove. No matter if it was legal or not. I'm just saying. You chose that, which put yourself in that situation. Okay? I go out and the cop pulls me over and asks me if I was drinking. He can't fucking get me for drunk driving because I don't fucking drink. You been drinking tonight, sir? No, sir. I haven't drank in 26 years. Oh, okay. Then he moves to something else. Okay? That's actually happened to me years and years ago. Cop asked me if I was drinking. My wife actually was in the car with me, actually laughed. Cop says, what are you laughing at? He hasn't drank in 20 years. Oh, just saying. We put ourselves in situations, okay? And they're our fault. When you call people out, you're not a toxic person. You're not a negative person, okay? You, the person fucking up, making the excuses, making the bad choices, making the bad decisions, are the negative and toxic person. Think about that. Later.